Welcome back to Sound 101. I am Andrew from Deity Microphones, and with me is Deity Steve.
Hey.
Which means this is Mailbag. Well, at these mailbag episodes, we try to answer your questions that you guys drop down in that comment section below using the term #mailbag at the beginning of your comment. So we're going to get started up with one from Philip. Steve, what is the question? And by the way, Philip, you just won a VLOV because you asked a question.
Congrats, Philip. The question for you, Andrew, is, what are your thoughts on cheap Comteks alternatives? Can systems like a tour guide system do the job as well?
Well, let's break down what a Comteks system is real fast. It's a brand name that is often used like Xerox to mean like all things copy paper, right? You know, I'm going to go Xerox something, but a Comtek is a brand and it's meant for return IFBs or IEMs that a director, producer, or script supervisor is going to wear on set and listen to your mix. Now, the problem with that is if you want to go super cheap with that, that means your director is going to think everything you are mixing sounds super cheap. So if you've got nice premium wireless, if you've got really nice microphones, your director is not going to hear that, which means they are going to worry that you are doing a bad job. I'm not sure you want to go cheap on this. More importantly, Comtek is the cheap alternative. And I don't think you're realizing that because the nice premium IEM systems start at like $800. I mean, it gets pricey quick. And then you also have to think about the cheaper stuff. What kind of range are you really going to get? How soon is your producer walking over to the craft table or walking back to the dressing room where maybe actors are getting ready? Is he going to start getting, or she going to start getting the crackles in the headphones? I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want them to stress out about you. So don't give them a reason to. So don't go cheap on your Comtek, okay? Simple as that.
Also worth noting, IEM in-ear monitors. You also said IFB. What's IFB?
Oh yeah, so that's called something foldback.
Great.
Yeah, it's a term that people use to describe essentially what IEMs are, because most of them, especially the wireless ones, don't actually fold back. Okay. So it's an old antiquated term.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just means people on set listening to what's being recorded.
Yeah. So I've got a question now from you, and it comes in from Aaron, and it's this, #mailbag. Gotta drop that. What's the best advice you've got for a film student? And I think, Steve, you are probably most qualified at this table to talk about film school since you actually went to one.
Well, being a film student is an interesting time in your life. You have a lot of opportunities, but you're gonna have to put in a lot of effort to take the full advantage of those opportunities. So I would say get on every set that you can. Make a lot of friends, be open-minded, do stuff that maybe you're not super interested in, but how are you gonna know that until you actually do it? The other thing that's great here is you have a chance to sort of mess up on film sets without your career being entirely in jeopardy, and it's a good time to sort of mess up. So if you are sort of interested in being a boom operator, talk to the sound mixer, see if he needs anybody to help him out, and try boom operating. You could probably pick it up pretty quickly, and this way you'll have the ability to learn something without an insane pressure situation. And also by talking to a lot of different people in different departments, you're gonna make a lot of connections. And when people need help, they're gonna hit you up because they're gonna remember you were nice and you were hardworking and you didn't spend all your time eating fruit snacks at Crafty.
Yeah. I mean, my advice for that is I went to a much smaller TV school, not quite film school. But for us, the volunteering's huge. It's also doing the jobs that no one wants to do, because those jobs exist in the real world also, and they pay equally as good. So if you want to do first AD work, the director at your college, she may not have her schedules all done and budgets all done, but if you can do it, you can become a line producer really easily and then graduate, and then you have credits that are of an above line kind of position.
And another takeaway from everything that we both just said, film school isn't even a required part of that. If you're just sort of tangentially involved in this community, or you have friends in film school, you
get a free ride.
Basically, you can do all these same things, have the same opportunities. So not essential to actually be in film school.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, for you, from Sheila Baker, #mailbag, what is the best type of microphone for someone with a lot of sibilance in their voice?
Okay. So we actually argued this question before the episode, and I think what you're trying to do is solve a problem at the wrong angle. So you're trying to find a microphone that gets rid of your sibilance. I think you should pick your microphone based on your budget and what the room you're recording in and like the conditions of the situation you're recording. So like if it's a live event, you want to go probably with the dynamic. If it is a studio kind of setup, you can probably get away with a nice cardioid, maybe a nice condenser cardioid or super cardioid, like what we're doing right now. I would not pick a mic just based on sibilance alone, because there's so many great plugins in post that can fix all that. I like to pick a microphone based more on much more important stuff like echo, room noise, those kinds of things, plus the just overall tonality of a microphone versus just the one little aspect like sibilance. So I would tackle it more based on those other aspects and not so much your voice, and then find and play around with some different plugins for sibilance, because there's free VSTs you can go download. Really good ones now are bundled with the Premiere Suite, so if you're in that Adobe life, I think there's so many things out there that are easy to fix that are free. That you don't have to worry about in budget, just a dedicated piece of gear for that.
And those plugins specifically you're looking for are usually de-essers.
Yeah, de-essers would be one name for them. I think you probably may find them buried in some like repair app like Isotope RX, which would then have its own de-esser built into it. So it's something like that. So I've now got a question from you, and it's from Fat Guy Reviews. Can I use my shotgun microphone for streaming?
Proof is in the pudding. Yes, absolutely. We are using shotgun microphones and have for almost the entire history of this channel.
Yeah.
We are using the S-Mic 2S, which is in fact a short shotgun. The thing that we love about using the shotgun in this situation is probably its directionality, because you can't move around a whole lot. Sometimes Andrew kind of goes out of the pickup pattern.
I like the squirm.
Most other people would be using probably a condenser mic with a cardioid pickup pattern in these situations. A lot of streamers have those. And you're in pickup more, but sometimes that's sound that you don't want picked up. The street traffic over there, the clacking of your keyboard as you play Warzone, whatever it is, it feels more professional, and it's a more podcast-y setup because we're really focused in on just picking up our voices.
Yeah, I think a lot of radio stations out there also use supercardioid dynamics. We're using a supercardioid condenser for the clarity that we really like. Plus, this one it's built like a tank. So I think it's something we've been using the same ones for over 2 years now, and they still look really good.
Yeah.
So there's that. And plus you can also go pick one up, deitymic.com.
You can.
Yeah, we got a plug-in for the first time on one of these episodes. We remember to put our own products in it.
You can actually check out, we did a live stream setup episode. Andrew broke down the entire setup, and he used the S-Mic 2S, so I think it perfectly exemplifies why you would use it in this situation.
But that is probably going to then wrap up this episode, because we don't want to kind of get ahead of ourselves, because we did good enough today. So let's put a pin in it. I want to thank you, Steve, for being here.
Sure.
But no, we're going to just wrap this one up and tell the people there they can drop their comments down below with hashtag mailbag so they can be a part of one of these episodes and win a VLOV just like Philip did at the top of this episode.
Absolutely. Do it.
And if you really like this kind of content, you can, of course, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications so you find out when we post new videos every single week. I'm Andrew from Deity Microphones. He's Deity Steve. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.